Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gridiron Network Podcast. Today, we've got some Week 4 recaps, Week 5 Pick Ems as always, and we got some new segments today. We've got some Gridiron Q&A, we've got some questions we're going to be asking each other, giving our thoughts on each question. Let us know in the comments as well your thoughts on those questions, and we've also got some early season NFL playoff tier lists. We're going to redo our tier list that we did in this offseason now that we've seen 4 weeks of NFL action, see what's changed, what's moved. Harry, how are we doing today?
Oh, man, I'm doing great today, man. I'm sure this week was awesome for you, dude. The Packers tie, the Bears win. I mean, what else can get better?
Oh, yeah. Dude, great week. Great week for football. Not for everyone, though. Not for everyone in this podcast, right?
We'll talk about it. We'll get there.
All right, so we're going to start things off with the brand new segment, the Gridiron Q&A today. Harry, you want to ask the first question?
Yeah, man. So I do want to talk about your Bears here, and I do want to say...
right.
It looks like they have a running back issue. Now, Swift's yard per carry through these first 4 games, 3.1, 5.3, but it was a blowout and his least amount of carries in a game, so take that as is. Then 2.5 and then 2.7. Now, I want to ask you, realistically, what running back would you want the Bears to trade for?
Oh, man, that's a good one. So I've got 2 answers to this one. So one, the answer is... either sign a free agent, I don't know who that would be, but give Roschon Johnson the football, man. He hasn't had a single carry this season. See what you've got in the guy in this new system, right? See how he's going to carry the ball. If he sucks, he sucks. Who cares? But DeAndre Swift, clearly not the answer. I like Monangai. I don't think he's anywhere ready to be a lead back. I'd still like to see him get more carries. But if I had to pick somebody to trade for, I think we should pick up the phone and start calling New Orleans. I think Alvin Kamara is someone that we should bring in here.
Oh, man, that's a good one because Keandre Miller, he's looked very good so far this season.
Yeah, he's looking good, and he's taking more and more carries. So he's up there. I think he's 29 or 30. He's right around that range, if not. I think that his future in the Saints, there's no future there. He probably wants to win now. I know we're not a Super Bowl contender, but he can maybe help us get over the hump towards playoffs. So I think Kamara is a great guy to trade for. Another option would maybe be like a Zach Charbonnet, from the Seahawks, since they got that 2-headed monster there. Maybe we offer a little more than we would for Kamara to grab someone younger. I don't know, but I think Kamara is a realistic option.
Yeah, man. So I'm happy you said Charbonnet because he was one of the guys I was thinking, but I honestly I wanted to see who had 2 running backs and who had a great running back in front of them. Tyler Algier, man. Tyler Algier has Bijan. Bijan already is a workhorse, but if Tyler Algier isn't there, he would be just fine. But I could see Tyler Algier really doing good in your Bears offense because honestly, I feel like anybody at this point is better than DeAndre Swift.
I also think it would be a good thing if Tyler Algier fits the David Montgomery role that Ben Johnson had in Detroit. So you get that, Algier. And then Swift, because Swift is not a bad running back. He's just not a lead running back. He can't be your main guy. He's a good change of pace guy. He can bounce to the outside, try and make things happen because he can't see the field well. Everything to him bounces to the outside. So, get a guy like an Algier or Charbonnet, a real power back in there maybe is the way to go rather than someone like Kamara.
Yeah, no, man, I agree. It's just, I feel like you watch these Bears, and it's just a glaring problem on that offense
It's
every
so
week.
bad.
And we already saw Ben Johnson give Swift the boot once. I'm not sure when he is going to just totally give up on this guy, because I just don't think is a great fit for this offense.
He's not, and I'm shocked. I was shocked that we kept Ben Johnson, and all I'm saying is we're in a bye week. If there was ever a time that we wanted to make a trade for a running back, now's the time. You have that extra time to prepare. And another guy that I just thought of, I need to see if he's even on an NFL roster at the moment. He is. Audric Estime. That's a guy that I would want to go trade for. You're not going to have to give up much. I'm not sure if he's on their practice squad or on their actual roster.
Dallas? Where's he at? I forgot. Or Philly?
Philadelphia.
Okay,
yep.
gotcha.
You were right. NFC East. But he's only 22, man. Notre Dame guy. Love my Notre Dame guys. But, man, he's a good running back. He's a good power guy, too. If he is on the active roster, you only have to give up like a 7 for him. So I mean, it's low risk,
Yeah.
possible high reward there.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, you just said that perfectly. He would not have to give up much for, honestly. What do you think Algier would go for?
Algier, I could see going because Algier, I think, is like 25.
Yeah.
I would say a 6 would
Yeah.
probably be Algier. Kamara, it's not Madden, so I would say like a 5 for Kamara because he's up there and a running back. Charbonnet, on the other hand, I think would be a 3 or a 2. I think you'd have to give up a little more for Charbonnet.
I don't know. Oh, man. Would you be willing to give that? Like, how would you feel if the Bears traded a second-round pick for Charbonnet?
A second, I wouldn't like.
Yeah,
a
I
third,
think I agree.
I could live with. For me, I would like a 4th for Charbonnet. Yeah. But I think if I'm the Seahawks, I'm not taking less than a 3rd because Kenneth Walker's injured so often, So and Charbonnet's a great running back.
Yeah, I was gonna say when we do see Kenneth out, I mean Charbonnet usually steps up pretty good. I mean he'll have his games where he 15 carries for like 20-some yards, but that doesn't happen too much. And I really do think that, I think it'd be crazy to give a 2nd or a 3rd for him. I think like a 4th would be the perfect sweet spot. But, I mean, do you think they're going to give up on Swift anytime soon?
Oh, man. I hope so. I really hope so, man, because he's just not working. His running back vision is just not up to par with what it needs to be for a Ben Johnson offense, man. You need to be able to navigate those holes because our run blocking offense is not, like our line, it's not bad at all. And he's just not seeing the hole. I don't remember what the stat was exactly, but it was like yards before contact or something, something along those lines. We were like top 3 in the NFL, but actual rushing yards we are so low in. So It's the fact that the holes are there. Swift's just not seeing them. He doesn't have the vision to progress up the field in between the tackles, in between the guards. He wants to bounce it. He's a big play guy. He's a big play merchant, man. That's why, when you have those games like where he averages 5 yards a carry, a lot of the time you look at, play by play, and he popped a 40-yard run off, and then every other run was for like 2 yards a carry like usual.
Yeah, man, I'll be honest. I didn't know because I'm not a big fan of Swift. And when I was thinking of a question for you, I wanted to ask you one, Bears one. I went to each game, and every single time I'm like, oh, man, Swift is just really sucking, to be honest.
Dude, for real. And you know what? Piggybacking off of that, I'm going to jump into my first question for you. So I do have a Colts one for you. I wanted to, you did a Bears one for me. I'll do a Colts one for you. And I wanted to go a little out there with one, right?
Okay.
So obviously the Colts drafted Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time, the Texans don't win that one game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or lose that game. I don't remember how it went. But if you can go back and you had the choice, you had the number 1 pick. If you could draft C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, knowing the knowledge that you do know now, would you do it? Knowing that you wouldn't get Daniel Jones with how he's playing right now.
100%, I think. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Just because with CJ, okay, I don't think I would. Not Bryce Young. I wouldn't get Bryce Young, but with CJ Stroud, we saw he plays good ball when he has an O-line around him. The problem is he has nothing right now, and it's funny enough because we saw the same thing in New York with Daniel Jones. He didn't have an O-line. Yes, he had Saquon, but I mean, you can't hand the ball off every play if an O-line is terrible. You're not going to have any time to throw. And now that he has time, we see how good he is doing. But it's just CJ is the much younger guy there. And if he had this O-line, I am so convinced he would be a top quarterback. And I hate to say it, I really hope these Texans don't get this guy in O-line because he's a very good quarterback. It's just his main problem is right now he has no time to throw the ball. And did you see that they just traded another offensive lineman?
When did this just happen?
Yeah, Cam Robinson, a couple days ago. They just traded him.
Dude.
What are they like? What do they have against CJ Stroud? I don't understand. But yes, to answer your question, if I was to go back, knowing what I know now, I would take the younger guy because we saw with a good offensive line that he is a very good quarterback in this league.
Yeah, I know. I would 100% take CJ Stroud as well. Bryce Young's interesting. I would maybe do it because I still to this day don't think Bryce Young's a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think if he had the line that you guys have in Indy, right?
Yeah.
He would probably have progressed so much better than he has. Because right now, it feels like he hasn't really progressed that much, and it's just because of how poor that Carolina line is. So, I don't know. I would still probably lean towards just taking Richardson, keeping Jones. Knowing everything 2020, hindsight's 2020. But C.J. Stroud definitely, I agree. I was really interested to see with how DJ's playing right now for you guys because he's playing out
He's
of
playing
this world.
exactly. My one thing also, I want to touch back on Bryce Young real quick. I feel like he really, really needs a change of scenery because I think if you go to the Panthers or the Browns as a quarterback, you are just done. There's no shot. Like we've seen this so much. Didn't the Panthers have Baker Mayfield playing like special teams when he was on the team?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
Like
Yeah, and he was on the scout team, special team,
exactly.
or something like that.
Dude, they have no idea what to do with the quarterback. And I will say, I don't think Bryce Young is that bad of a quarterback. Does it suck that we really haven't seen what we saw to end the year last year? Yes, but it's just I don't think anybody will succeed in Carolina.
Yeah, and I know they're losing games this year, man, but if you're actually watching the games, Bryce Young's not looking too awful. Like I'm not saying he's looking great. Don't get don't put words in my mouth. But but I don't think he's really looking that bad, man. It's just he has no time to throw that football. And outside of Tet, his receivers aren't getting open.
Dude, what do you mean Hunter Renfro's there, man?
It just feels like when I'm watching those games, or either one, they don't get open, or two, they're dropping passes.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, like I said, it's just when it comes to them, I just don't think that they just don't know how to deal with quarterback. Because Darnold ended up there too.
Yep.
And we see what he did last year. We see what he did this year. But man, it's just rough for Carolina.
Maybe you could see him sticking in the division in New Orleans. If New Orleans misses out on a quarterback, maybe he ends up there somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it'll be.
Want to jump into the next question?
It'll be fun to watch with Bryce Young. So my second question: if you were starting a franchise today, which player would you build around?
Okay, so which player are we talking? Offense, defense?
Dude, whatever. Whatever you want. Yeah, whatever you want.
All right, man. I feel like this is a very obvious answer. To me, it all starts at the helm, right?
Yep.
It all starts at the quarterback position. And with what I've seen throughout the NFL, there's one guy who, no matter what's put in front of him, he's always leading teams to winning records and playoffs. And that's the reigning MVP, Josh Allen, baby.
Yep.
If I'm starting a team today and I got to pick someone, I'm taking Josh Allen because I know we're making the playoffs. I mean, he can run, he can improvise, he's a good pocket passer, he's got a cannon. I mean, he's the perfect package at quarterback. So 100% I'm taking Josh Allen. If it was on the defensive side, I'm going to probably take Myles Garrett, man, because to me, when it comes to defense, a great line can make up for a bad secondary, whereas an elite secondary is hard to make up for a bad line.
Wow. Perfectly said, man.
Yeah, who would you choose? Who would you choose?
Man. I feel like it's between Allen or Mahomes for me personally. I'm going to take the Mahomes route here because you picked Allen.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, what has Allen won, you know? Yes, he does it with everybody or anybody in front of him, but he can't win when it matters most, we've seen. So he's only 29, Josh Allen. Mahomes is only 30. So there's only a 1 year difference there. And I really do think that if I had the 101 right now for the whole NFL, I think I would take Mahomes. The guy knows how to win with whatever is in front. I feel like you could say the same thing, but the only thing Josh Allen has a lot over Mahomes is his rushing ability, because he really is. I really do think it is him and Lamar Jackson at the top for rushing quarterbacks. And Mahomes, I don't think he's anywhere close. But at the end of the day, Mahomes knows how to win.
Though.
Yeah, no, exact. I'm not saying he's not a bad runner. It's just he's not Josh Allen.
I do gotta say, another area where I do think Josh Allen beats Mahomes is deep ball accuracy.
Yes.
That
has been a huge problem for Mahomes recently. I do agree.
He overthrows and underthrows a lot, and I think it was really like just patched, put some just paper over it, drywall it in, patching with when he had Tyreek Hill. Because Tyreek was just so fast, man, in his prime. Like, he's still fast. I mean, prayers up for the injury. He's not really fast anymore. With
Dude,
what
that's
happened.
a career ender, I think, man.
Gruesome injury, man.
I didn't even watch it.
It was hard
Didn't
to
even
see.
watch it. I can't. I can't watch those injuries, man.
Dude, it was perpendicular, man. His knee was perpendicular.
Guess who just traded for him last week?
You, for real?
This guy right here. Yep, exactly. It was, and then I saw my brother calls me. He's at the gym. He's like, "Hey, you watching this game?" And I was playing this game with my friends at the time. I was like, "Nah, I don't got it on right now." He's like, "I think Tyreek Hill's getting carted off." I go on Twitter. All I see is, "Oh my gosh, that injury was so gruesome." Literally every tweet was about that injury.
Did like people not showing it? I mean,
man, I heard they replayed it in the game, and I was like, "Why?"
I gotta say it.
Why would you do that?
I went on Twitter because I didn't see it originally because I was trying to watch both games and Monday Night Raw. So I'm trying to watch 3 screens at once, and I didn't see the injury. And then I'm hearing, "Oh, Tyreek's injured. Tyreek's getting carted off." So I go on Twitter, and everyone's just saying, "I will not be reposting that video. I will not be reposting that video." I look back in the screen, and they replayed it 6 times,
dude.
And it's like, for all the injuries they haven't shown, why was this one that they showed?
Dude, is it because I honestly don't understand it, because I feel like the NFL, when it was that gruesome of an injury, they would not replay it. But they did not care with Tyreek at all. I mean, they were trashing on the guy last week about his personal life, and now they show this guy multiple times.
They hate this guy.
Dude, you think he comes back at all? I don't think he plays for the Dolphins again. Do you think he comes back for any other team, or is he done?
I mean, we don't even know the full extent of the injury yet. All we know is, one, it's a dislocated knee, torn ligaments, including an ACL, man. And he's 31. He's 31, and his game is speed. He's not going to have speed anymore. No. So I think if he's smart, you've made millions upon millions of dollars. You've won Super Bowls.
Yep.
If you want to live a happy and healthy life,
hit the couch, man. That's what he got to do, I think.
Be a wide receivers coach if you really want to. I mean, it's just, I don't think it's smart. And I know the competitor in him is probably going to want to come back, because they always want to come back because it's all they've ever known. I just don't think it's smart, but maybe we'll probably see him try, though. I just think he'll be a shell of himself.
No, I agree with that, man. Hit me with another question, man.
All right, I've got 2 to choose from here. We'll go with this one first. All right, so who is your favorite, not the best, but your favorite running back in the league to watch? Non-Colts player. Player.
Yes. Favorite running back to watch? Oh, man. I feel like, dude, honestly, I'll go very recent here. Cam Scadaboo has been so much fun to watch.
That was my choice.
He has been. I was between one of the rookies, because Judkins has looked amazing too. But Cam Scadaboo, man, if you want to see a player that already has CTE as a rookie, go watch him play. I'm not even kidding.
Just a giant ball of CTE.
Dude, dude, he reminds me of Peyton Hillis, man. That dude
I love this guy.
No, exactly, man. It's just, if you watch him, he might go for -3 yards on the play, but he's taking 3 guys down with him every single time.
I love it.
No,
I love that energy.
It's very, very unfortunate what happened to Malik Neighbors, as he's missing the entire year, because between Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo, man, they are so fun to watch, dude. They're so fun. But yeah, I would easily have to go Scadaboo there. Now let me ask you, other than Scadaboo, who else would you pick?
Before we get into that, one thing I do want to say. So you know how Jackson Dart is a big Anakin Skywalker fan, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you were. Okay. So I saw someone call, because of just how he just screams everywhere, that it's Anakin and R2. And I hope that nickname catches on, because that is amazing.
No, that's got to stick. That is a great nickname for those two. I can't remember. I already saw one.
If I had to pick my other favorite, it's 100% Bucky Irving, man.
Yeah.
I love Bucky Irving. And a large part of that is because of fantasy. In my dynasty league, I took Bucky Irving, and from the day I started him until now, he has never let me down. So
No, that's a great pick.
I love Bucky. Derrick Henry.
Okay,
I just
that's
love somebody
exactly
who's
who
gonna
I was
run
about to
someone
bring
over,
up,
man.
dude. And he's fast, man. For how big he is, he got some wheels on him.
I love a running back that's, it's cool to see the Saquon, the reverse hurdles, the jukes, but it's you and me and the football, and it's just you between me and that end zone. I'm running you over.
Yeah.
That's my type of running back right there.
No,
Call
I
me
agree.
John Gruden because they got me feeling nicey.
I do also want to throw in Jahmyr Gibbs. He's electric to watch too, man.
Oh yeah, man.
He's really
I
fun
Gibbs,
to watch.
Bijan, man. There's so many talented running backs in the league right now for an era where it feels like we are having a quarterback epidemic almost.
Yeah.
We're really having a running back resurgence. And it's nice to see, man. It's nice to see these guys get their flowers, and hopefully the pay starts to reflect that for them as well.
Exactly. Because, I mean, honestly, okay, it was a very slow start for these rookie running backs, but, I mean, we saw what Genti did. He looked very good.
Dude,
Judkins
I
is
literally
a beast.
called it, man.
Dude, I tried to trade for him in so many leagues, and nobody budged. Nobody. I tried two players, him and Jacobs.
Us.
Yeah, dude, I knew it. I was so ready for it. I tried for him and Jacobs, and then Jacobs went off too. So it was a rough.
Dude, he did.
I couldn't
him
get
going
anyone.
off.
I tried
lost
so
me a
much.
league.
Oh man. No, all right. Here, I want to hit you with this one because I'm very interested to hear what you say.
All right.
If you could bring back one retired player to play in today's NFL, who would it be?
Do they have to be alive?
Nah, who cares?
Walter Payton.
Yeah.
Come back to Chicago. You give us Walter Payton, we're winning the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Walter Payton, in my opinion, and this is likely my Bears bias, but I don't care, is still the greatest running back to ever play the game, man. The stuff that he was able to do, and I know I'm not old enough to have actually seen it, but I have gone back and watched games. I have seen games from those years, man. He was a magician at running back. So, I mean, if I had to choose a non-Bears player to come back in the NFL, oh man, it's got to be Megatron, man. I know,
dude, you just stole my
rival,
pick. Gosh,
but he's so fun to watch. So if I had to choose non-Bears, Megatron, Randy Moss, pre-CTE Antonio Brown.
That's a great pick. Man, let me think.
Yeah, give me another one now. I stole yours.
Okay, if I gotta go Colts, Andrew Luck did me dirty, man. I know we got Peyton Manning right there, but I needed to see a whole career Andrew Luck.
Dude,
set our franchise back, dude. I remember. Hey, I'm not.
I was watching that preseason game,
dude. I'll never forget, man. I was playing pickup basketball, Sowerman Woods in Crown Point. I look, game's over with. I pick up my phone. I see about 30 notifications. Andrew Luck retired from the NFL at 30. And
brutal.
I'm like, dude, I'm like, ain't no way, man. I literally couldn't believe it. It was top 3 worst days of my life. So that would be awesome. That would be awesome to see. Because, I mean, he would still do great. He would still be one of the best. But non-Colts, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, Megatron would be so fun to watch, man. There's literally nobody like him. He would be so fun to watch.
Maybe like a Gronk.
Dude, why are you reading my brain?
Gronk.
Are you reading my brain? Like that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say
We've done
Gronk.
this podcast for so long now. We're starting to get on that same wavelength.
All right, here, Adrian Peterson, because that guy.
Oh yeah,
dude. Oh my gosh, he was so fun to watch. Chris Johnson, CJ2K, he was also a dog.
Dude, do you have NFL Plus, by the way?
I do not.
So you can go back and watch games from 2009 up until now, every game.
That's awesome. That is
for the most part. There's some they miss, but during the off season, some of my friends and I were watching games from 2009 up until now, just so we had football to watch in the off season, and just seeing some of those guys play from your childhood,
dude,
man. And
Matt Forte, Jamal Charles, come on, man. Like, oh man.
And then also the graphics were so much better than they are now. I'm sorry. The new scorebugs are horrible compared to back then.
No, I agree, man. It's just, who else was fun? Dude, now you got me thinking all these friggin' childhood players.
We can sit here and name
Deshaun Jackson.
NFL
remember that guy?
For 3 hours.
He was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He was awesome to watch.
Shady. Sean McCoy.
Man. Oh, man. Nah, exactly. I mean, like I said, we can just talk about all these guys.
We can do a whole podcast
remember Johnny
just
Knox
naming old guys.
bent in half at one game?
Dude, remember? I feel like South Park member berries, but Zach Miller
Oh
when he
my
like
gosh.
destroyed his leg. To this
Yep.
day, he caught that football. By the way, I just want to make that very clear. That was a touchdown that he got robbed of, and his career taken in the same play.
Dude, I saw.
all right.
Oh man, what was it? I saw one clip. Do you remember the year when the NFL had like the backup refs in?
The lockout. It was like 2012,
yes,
right?
yeah. I can't remember what year it was.
Yeah, it
but
was like
that
11 or
call
12.
at the end of the game. Who was it? Was it the Seahawks? Right? Was it the Seahawks and the Packers or Seahawks Cowboys when they chucked it up? I think it was to Dez. I'm pretty sure they chucked it up to Dez, and he clearly came down with that ball. And they said that the DB picked it, and the Seahawks won the game. No, dude, I'm so happy we're done with that era. But hey, hit me with this last question you got.
All right, last question before we move on to the next segment here. So, got a good one. So, you're the Colts, all right?
Yep.
Would you rather lose the Super Bowl 4 years in a row or win one Super Bowl but never make it back for the next 25 years?
The Bills do this?
They did. I mean,
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
they never made it back. So they got
that's
both
crazy.
minus the win. So you go 4 years, but you lose all four, but you may win the fifth one, or the sixth or seventh, or you win one today, but you never even come close for the next 25 years. But you're alive to see this one.
It'd have to be seeing them win.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine how you would feel if your team
After 4 in a row,
went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost all of them?
and weren't like 2 of the Bills wide right as well?
Yeah.
Game losing field.
Dude, if that happened in Chicago, they would burn that city down.
Dude,
probably after the second one, to be honest. There would be nothing left after the third.
Maybe after the first one.
yeah, to be honest. Yeah, no, that would
We'd
be...
give Philly a run for their money.
Dude, I'd have to see one win. I would have to see one. I don't care.
Yeah.
At least I could say that I saw one in my life, you know?
Yeah, I think I agree with you, man. Because I could wait another 25 years.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could just
hopefully we got
reminisce
that in
every
us,
day
you know?
about that last one.
Dude, man, 4 straight. I am so happy that I was not
I never had to
alive and a
experience
Bills
that.
fan. that probably had... I mean, after the second one, you were probably insanely mad. And then it happens another additional 2 times.
Dude,
No, that's brutal.
I don't think I'd be able to watch football after that.
Just give up.
Dude. I mean, not only 4 straight, but losing on a field goal. And I think weren't 3 of them to the Cowboys or something?
Oh, man, I can't remember who they played, but the Cowboys were very dominant then. So, yeah, probably. That's brutal.
All right, so we'll jump into the next segment here. So we've got our NFL tier list. So we're redoing these from when we did in the off season. We've got 5 categories here. We actually coordinated a bit more this time. We made sure our categories were the same. So we've got 5 categories here. Top category, we've got the true contenders. These are, in our opinion, the actual Super Bowl contenders. Then we've got playoff locks. We've got teams in the hunt. Then we've got a long shot chance at the playoffs, and then the last year we've got no chance at all. So Harry, do you wanna start us off with one of your tiers? You can pick if you want to start at the top or bottom, whichever you prefer.
Let's start at the bottom this time. So let's go for this tier list. The no chance. Unfortunately, no Malik Neighbors. I think that totally ruins it for the Giants. So I got them leading off that tier, followed by the Carolina Panthers. Then the Cleveland Browns, your favorite team in the league, Miami Dolphins, the New York Jets, the Saints, and the Titans.
All right. So you want me to read mine off here? Do you want to go in a little detail, or do you want to compare? What are we feeling?
Let's hear yours.
All right. So mine's slightly different. So you had 7 teams in your no chance tier. I actually have 8,
Gotcha.
and we have some difference here. So. Starting off in my no chance tier, I've got the Cincinnati Bengals, man. I think they've looked awful without Joe Burrow, and I just can't see them coming back. I've got the Raiders actually as well, another team you didn't have. I just think Geno Smith has looked nothing. He's looked like the Geno Smith we originally knew,
Yep.
the one that wrote back. Then I've got from here on out. I'm pretty sure we have the same. I've got Panthers, Dolphins, Browns, Saints, Jets, and Titans. I think those 6 are for sure no chance at the playoffs.
I mean, okay, here's my thing. Now, I have a couple of those team in long shots, and I want to say the Bengals, why I have them in long shot is because I think they trade for a quarterback, man. I don't think Jake Browning,
think so?
Dude, I don't think Jake Browning looks anything like what he used to look like. He's looked terrible. Now, if I was that GM, I'd be calling up the Giants right now to see what Jameis is up to. Because you have the weapons. And if you just need a quarterback that will just sling the ball 40 times a game to your superstars, I mean, you paid Jamar Chase and you paid T. Higgins so much money. I think Jameis could be the perfect fit for that offense.
And I mean, we talked a bunch about that last week too, about some guys that they could trade for. So, I mean, if they were to trade for a quarterback, and again, we don't know. Maybe even by the time this comes out, they do. You never know, right? But if they do, then I would consider moving them up a tier. I think they would be able to capitalize off that. But dude, I don't know if they do, man. I don't trust that ownership there in Cincinnati to make a smart move that doesn't involve paying skill position players. Like,
no, that's a fair point. It's just my thing is like they have the talent, not on the defensive side of the ball, other than Hendrickson, but on that offense, if you can't even get the ball to those 3 guys, not 2 guys, but Chase Brown is still. I think he's is he sucking? Yes, but I really think,
bad,
dude, he's terrible. I'm honestly surprised they're not giving Taj Brooks some more work.
Dude, I mean, call him Bonnie Blue with how much you've been sucking up there, man. It's bad, dude. It's bad.
I mean, it's just I don't think they should give up the whole season just because Joe Burrow got hurt. And right now, if they keep going with Browning, I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. Exactly. And with that, I mean, let's
we got the next tier.
Yeah, let's get into my long shots. So, leading the pack here, where we had a little bit of a difference, I got the Raiders, followed by the Cardinals, the Falcons, the Houston Texans, the Dallas Cowboys, and then we just talked about the Bengals.
All right, so my long shots here, I've got the Vikings, the Falcons, the Texans, the Cardinals, and the Giants. So a little bit of discrepancy. You've got Raiders, Bengals. I had them in the lower tier. We both have Cardinals, Falcons, and Texans, but you have the Cowboys in long shot. I actually had them in the next tier. I had them in the hunts.
So I do want to ask you, and actually, before we get into these details, I made this tier list before I saw the Lamar Jackson news. If they are 1-3 and Lamar is out for 2 to 3 weeks, unfortunately, I think the Ravens go right in this long shot tier with these other teams because I really do think if they just stack the box against Henry, what are they going to do? They don't have any crazy pass catchers. So, I mean, it could be some real rough sledding for Baltimore here in the next month. But getting back to this, I wanted to ask you, I need to hear your explanation on the Vikings. That one I feel like stuck out to me compared to all the others.
Okay, so this was one of them that, we talked about it before recording the podcast, that I didn't want to stick 20 teams in the hunt category, right? So I had to be a little harsh on some of these teams or a little generous on some of them and put them a tier up, right? So the Vikings were unfortunately one of them. And part of this is my Bears bias, right? But I think the quarterback problem is worse than what I originally thought for them. I think their defense is only going to bail them out so much this season, and that while Carson Wentz hasn't been horrible, he clearly hasn't been good enough either. Yeah. So, and then when JJ comes back, I still don't trust JJ at quarterback. So that's why I'd put them in long shot. I'd probably put them at the bottom of in the hunt because they do have a genuine chance. So, yeah. But yeah, that's why I put them for me, they're at the top of my long shot category because I think they have a better chance than teams like the Falcons or the Texans, the Cardinals. And then obviously I had the Giants as well here. So I want to hear your explanation on Why are the Cowboys in long shot?
Dude, I just don't think they're going to do enough. I don't think they're going to hang up 40 on these defenses every week. And the thing with them is just, you have no CD for, honestly, it might just be like another week or two, but
Yeah, it's not much longer.
yeah, it'll be soon. But my thing with that is just, I think the Commanders are 2-2, and they haven't had Jane Daniels for 2 weeks now, I believe. I can't remember how it's looking this week so far. I can't remember if they're saying...
He's leaning towards playing, from what I've seen.
And I just don't think they're going to do enough. Because, okay, Eagles are winning this division pretty easily, I think.
Yes,
and I just don't think they're going to do enough to be better than the Commanders, especially when when Jaden gets back. That was why I put them in long shot, just because I just don't think...
Yeah, I can give you that. I do think that I still think they should be in the hunt category, man. I think it's about time we start giving Dak Prescott his flowers, man.
Yes. Hey, one sec. Let me, because I love Dak. I will say, but their defense, it is atrocious.
Their defense is pitiful.
Let me see real quick. I'm looking.
Hey, all things being said, Jerry Jones must have been feeling pretty good after tying with the Packers and Micah not doing all that much.
Dude.
That being said, Micah was getting held quite a bit that wasn't being called.
Yeah.
But Jerry's
Jerry
laughing
will take
all the way to the bank.
He will take that. He'll easily take a tie. And real quick, just their defense, points allowed, 132. That's the highest in the NFC.
Dude.
Second is the Saints at 121. So it's by far.
I think the Ravens are the only team with more points allowed, right?
I
think they have like
one more yard.
Something.
Yep, 133 they're at, which is
133,
which is absolutely insane. I think.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say, man, let me pull up. Where did my list go?
Uh-oh.
There we go. Yeah, the Vikings. I wanted to ask you, who do you think's going to be, if you were the GM, who are you plugging in at the starting quarterback for the rest of the season?
I think it is. So I know we have said Carson Wentz should be the guy the rest of the year. However, I believe they're 2-2 now. I think JJ's for sure at least out another week or two. They play the Browns, short week this week. Going to be a close game in London. I think if they somehow manage to lose this game, because it's going to be harder than it looks. That's a great defense.
Yep.
It's going to be a battle of elite defenses. If they manage to lose this game, and I don't remember what the game after is, but if they end up 2-4, I think at that point you put JJ in, just let JJ develop the rest of the year.
Yeah.
If they win this game, and even if they lose the next game, they're 3-3, I think you stick with Carson because he gives you the best chance at winning for this season.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's just, my thing is just, I mean, I feel like we've talked about JJ every week. He was horrendous. Other than literally one quarter, he was horrendous.
And we also got to think, he really is a rookie. So I know we keep crapping on him, but he's only a rookie at the end of the day. But
no, I agree with you, man. Let me hear your next
jump into your next? Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah,
all right.
You start off.
In the Hunt. So our In the Hunts look pretty similar for the most part. So for my In the Hunt, I've got the Steelers, followed by the Ravens, who I think, even with Lamar being out, he's out 2 to 3 weeks. So let's say they lose all 2 to 3 weeks and they're 1-5. The back half of their schedule is not that difficult. I could see them running the gauntlet and making the playoffs still if Lamar comes back. But man, that defense has taken some hits with no Roquan Smith for the next couple weeks. Madubuike out for the season, possibly career ender with a neck injury. So while they're in my In the Hunt category and they are at the top, if this would have, I don't know, man, I think I would move them towards more the bottom now after seeing it. Next up, I've got the Broncos, a team I was higher on in the offseason, and the defense seems like it took a little bit of a step back, and the offense took a step back, and I'm hoping that they pick it up. I've got the Jaguars, the 49ers, Seahawks, the Bears, the Cowboys, and the Patriots.
So I like it, man. I mean, like you said, I mean, we could just go straight into mine because it's very similar. Which the difference we had, I see you have. Actually, I ain't gonna say that one yet. But
there's one big difference.
Yes, in the Hunt, I had leading the pack, Washington, the Commanders, followed by the Broncos, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Steelers, the Bears, the Patriots, the Jaguars, and then right at the end, I got the Vikings. And I do want to say, man, I was teetering so heavy with these Commanders.
I know. I can't believe you put them in the hunt.
Dude, I don't know, man.
2-2?
Yeah.
With Jaden coming back?
It's just, they're just losing. Like, they don't, I really think their run game is atrocious now. Eckler was a big part of that offense, and with him gone, nobody's really stepped into that role. We got Bill there, but Bill's been banged up, and unfortunately, I mean, we saw the hype on him. We haven't really seen much from him just yet here. And now Terry's hurt. I mean, you still got Cheeseburger Debo, which, hey, he's been good. You'll hear from me.
Still a cheeseburger, but he's been good.
Exactly. Maybe he's just like a value meal cheeseburger now, but he's been solid. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I really want to see, and Jaden has been injured. I want to see how he looks when he comes back. And I don't know. Like I said, that easily could have been the last team in my playoff locks. But just for now, I'm going to keep them here. And if we end up doing another tier list in another month, they could easily be in that playoff locks.
Yeah, man. I agree with the rest of your list, obviously, because ours were the exact same outside of that. So, but man, I just think when Jaden comes back, obviously Mariota's mobile.
Yeah.
But Jaden is 10 times more mobile. So I think him coming back is really going to allow that run game open up because there's just more of a threat at the quarterback position when it comes to running. So I think it's going to allow these guys to get more yards because you have to always be cautious of Jaden pulling the ball on the read option and going. But we're starting to get a little later on time than I thought. So I'm gonna try and rush through these next two tiers here. We got playoff locks next. Now this one we vary a little bit.
Yep.
Not too much. It's only really one team difference. Well, technically two, counting the Commanders. So I'll go with my playoff locks here. And we'll start off with the big differences. I've got the Lions in playoff locks, the Buccaneers, Chargers, Packers, Chiefs, your Colts, and then the Commanders.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's talk about the Lions. Why do you think they're just a playoff lock? What's holding them back from being a true contender?
So to me, you can't have three real contenders in a conference, just because. Oh man, I don't know. It's to me the Eagles and Rams just have a little more than the Lions.
Yeah.
I just think that Lions defense still isn't there yet. Terrion Arnold has not been what he is supposed to be.
Nope.
He spent a little too much time podcasting and not enough time on the field, apparently, because I feel like I see him getting cooked every week, and I also see a clip of him in a podcast every week. So,
dude,
I just don't really trust that defense.
Jameson's brother say something about him? Did you see that?
Dude, yeah, I don't remember what it was, but he posted on like Instagram or something talking crap about him.
I think it was like every week how he's getting burnt or something.
Yeah, because he is, man. And I was high on him coming out of the draft. He had a good rookie year, but he's having a bit of a slump. I think sometimes it is a bit detrimental to rookies when they come out winning out the gates, right?
Yeah.
Because look at Sauce Gardner. Sauce is still an elite corner, but there were talks of him being like top 2, after that rookie year, and now it's
not been that.
Yeah. So he's still been good, but man, he just got mossed by Darren Waller in 2025.
Dude, he went for 2 touchdowns. By the way, the
Darren
guy had
Waller's
a 4-week
not even a
ramp
football
up.
player anymore. He got mossed by
He's a rapper, man. Yeah,
a bad one at that.
No, dude. Hey, yeah, no, I agree with that. It's just. So we said it. That was our difference. So I have them in true contenders. And I really just think, while I look at this list, just their offense, man. Their offense is so good. And I think it's crazy that I even had doubts about this offense without Ben Johnson there, just because the talent is still there. And honestly, I don't think we've seen the best of that offense yet, because they just paid Jameson Williams, and he has not been what they paid him so far.
No.
To start this season at all. You still got Tesla there. He's a dog. Shout it out from you, week 1. First podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's just, I think their defense is eventually going to figure it out. It's just that offense. I mean, they can put up 40 against anybody, any week. So that's just what had them in contenders for me. But let's talk about, we'll go through my playoff locks right here. So, number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. 2, which hurt me because I've been saying that they're my Super Bowl pick, but it just hasn't looked like that the past couple weeks. The Green Bay Packers, like I said, with the Ravens, they went down a couple tiers for me. Made this before the Lamar news. The Chargers, my Colts, and the Buccaneers. And, I mean, I'm really looking pretty similar other than that. So I won't really talk too much about these. But my one thing is it's just what has happened to these Packers the last 2 weeks? Like, they looked the best defense in the league. And then you lose to the Browns.
Off.
And then CD Lambless Cowboys put up 40 on you.
I in my bet, I took Packers by 7. I thought that was so safe. I thought that was the easiest lock of the week. And they tied.
Man, that's why Vegas looks like what it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Vegas always wins, baby.
Nah, exactly. Well, so like we said, we're getting a little low on time here. I'll just go straight into my true contenders. So at the front of that list, give me the Buffalo Bills. Second, the Eagles. Third, the Rams. And I have the Lions, but we already discussed them.
Yep. My list, almost identical. Bills, Eagles, Rams. Ours are actually in the exact same order. And then you have the Lions, who are still number 4 for me, just in playoff locks. But hey, man, I said my preseason Super Bowl pick, Buffalo and the Rams.
Yep.
And, it's looking pretty good so far. The Rams really should be undefeated if it weren't for special teams. But, hey, credit to Philly for the special teams play. It's not luck, It's actual skill, special teams, and it's being proven this year with how relevant special teams has been every single game. So it's about time those guys are getting their dues. The Bills, to me, are far and away the best team in the league, though.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, we all have the same things, so we really think the same. But, yeah, really, I think what you said spot on, and I think it'll be fun to maybe another month or so redo this again.
Yeah, we'll redo this.
What changes, but these are both of our tier lists so far for this playoff race, and let's get in right to these Week 4 recaps. So let's talk about this first one. Upset, which you called. The Giants winning 21-18 against the Chargers. What did you think about that game?
Jackson Dart is here. The Giants got their guy. New York football's back, baby. No, I'm playing. I mean, I think he showed some flashes. There's still obvious work to do in terms of the passing game, but they were playing an elite defense in the Chargers. But Dart looked good, man. He showed off his legs a lot more than I thought he was going to. That seemed to be a real point of emphasis from Daboll in that offense, in this week of building up for him to be the starter, was letting him be mobile, catch the Chargers off guard, because I certainly didn't see it coming. I didn't think he was going to be looking like Justin Fields out there. And, man, from that first drive, that little delayed QB draw right up the middle, Chargers didn't see what was coming. I mean, beautiful play design. The defense played amazing, as we all know. I mean, made Justin Herbert, I think he threw 2 interceptions in that game.
Yep.
The Giants look good, and I think all season long, the Giants are going to be a trap game for every single team they play, man, especially with Jackson Dart, who's only going to get better week in and week out. You got an elite defense. I know they're without Neighbors now, but you got Dart and Scadaboo, and they can conquer the world if they want to.
Hey, man, I agree with that. I really did see this going the Chargers' way, but I think this is a dark horse team every single week now, which will be fun to watch. Unfortunately, they lost Neighbors for the year. That sucks. Wandell should see a massive increase. But real quick, we'll just go over some of these stats on the Giants side. Like you said, Jackson Dart running like crazy, 10 carries for 54 yards and a touchdown, throwing 13 for 20, 111 and a touchdown. Cam Scadaboo, man, this guy, 25 carries, 79 yards. Not the most efficient, but it is what it is. And really, I mean, Neighbors went down, and nobody else really did anything passing, like receiving-wise. On the other side of the ball, like you said, Justin Herbert, that D-line gave him a lot of trouble this game. 23 for 41, 203, a touchdown, and 2 picks. the star of the show for that offense, Marion Hampton, man, 12 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown. He even put 5 receptions and 37 yards through the air. So PPR leagues, he was killing it in. And Quentin Johnston, man, this guy learned
He's
how to
number
catch.
1 on this team.
Dude, by far, man, he is so good. 8 receptions, 98 yards, 1 touchdown. And what surprised me the most, and I'm saying this because I traded for this guy after week 1.
Lad McConkey?
Lad, man. Oh, my gosh. 6 targets, only went down with 1 of them for 11 yards. This is just, I'm panicking,
Pitiful.
Man. Yeah, dude, if you have Lad, man, it is really panicking. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see.
I had
Keenan
someone trying to
Allen,
load him off out of me.
yeah.
No chance.
Dude,
no
I
chance.
mean, I really don't think anything happens maybe until, I hate to say this, but I don't know what the odds are of Keenan Allen staying healthy a full season at this age, but dude, Lad is easily the wide receiver 3 on this team.
Dude, it's because Keenan Allen plays so much in the slot, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pushing McConkey outside where he does his best work in the slot.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And this next game we'll talk about, this was a fun one to watch, man. So we had the Eagles beat the Buccaneers 31-25. What did you take away from that game?
Dude, the Eagles, they looked good offensively in the first half.
Yeah.
The second half, it's like Patullo went back to being Patullo and just couldn't call the right plays, man. I think the stat was Hurts didn't complete a pass in the second half and only had like 8 attempts in the second half. I mean, it's why are we not getting the ball down the field more? You got the weapons, and A.J. Brown, I don't know if you saw after the game. I don't remember the exact thing that he put out, but it was another thing clearly saying that I want the football and I'm upset that I'm not getting the football.
He's being A.J. Brown at the end of the day.
Exactly. And I can't blame him, man. He has made it very, very clear to us as fans, to the Eagles organization, that winning's cool, but I want to dominate, man. I really don't care about winning at the end of the day because I want to dominate.
Hard,
and some
though,
people
man.
are like that.
Which I don't know how I feel about it because they're undefeated. And it's just, I mean, I definitely see why he's complaining because he is a great wide receiver and deserves to get the ball. But at the end of the day, they keep winning these games. So it's just, how much can you complain about, you know?
Yeah, and I don't remember where I was watching NFL Network. I think it was Good Morning Football, maybe, or the Insiders. I don't remember, but they said it's like some guys, man. While you might be winning, if they're not contributing to that win, it doesn't feel like a win to them. And I can understand that.
Yeah,
I can understand that. So, but at the end of the day, like we said, they're winning games, man.
I do want to ask, do you know his stat line for this game?
I do not, but I know it wasn't impressive, but he did get some targets.
I want to ask you, he had 9 targets on this game. How many of those do you think he came down with?
I think it was 2, right?
He went 2 for 7 yards. He had more targets than he had receiving yards. And honestly, looking at these stats, I mean, nobody really did anything that crazy. I mean, Jalen Hurts only completed 15, but for 130 and 2 touchdowns. I mean, he ran 9 carries for 62 yards. Rough days from Saquon, efficiency-wise, 19 carries for 43 yards, but he did get a touchdown. I mean, receiving...
On that fake tush push?
Yeah, which was awesome. I think it's crazy they pulled that out right now. I really think
I would have saved that for the playoffs.
Exactly. But, I mean, nobody's really going to do a lot when Jalen Hurts is throwing for 130 yards. But at the end of the day, like we said, they won the game. So, now let's talk on this other side because they were more fun to watch and better for fantasy this week. Baker Mayfield, 22 for 40, 289, 2 touchdowns and an interception. You had your favorite running back to watch, non-Bear. I mean, actually, there's no way non-Bear you'd even say DeAndre Swift. So it don't matter, non-Bear or not.
I was going to say.
Yeah, Bucky Irvin, 15 carries for 63 yards. Then through the receiving, Bucky Irving again, man. 5 receptions, 102 yards, and a touchdown. Igbuka, he gets in every single week. 4 for 109 and 1. And Chris Godwin came back. He did see 10 targets this week, which tied for the lead with Igbuka. But he only brought 3 of those in for 26 yards. It's going to take a couple weeks for him to get back to speed. But, I mean, fun game to watch, and the Eagles did come out with that one.
Yeah, one last thing I just want to add here, just to push some more propaganda here. Quinyon Mitchell is a top 5 corner in this league.
He's a dog.
Quinyon Mitchell versus the Buccaneers, 72 snaps, 9 targets, 2 catches, 6 yards allowed, 5 PBUs, and a 39.6 rating against him.
Oh,
he is locked down, man, on an island out there. If only they could figure out that second corner position, which they're on track to doing by benching Adoree Jackson. Keely Ringo needs to be getting more minutes over there. So, if they can figure that down, you got DeJean in the slot. That secondary on top of an already great D-line and linebacking room, man. Their defense is so good, and it's just going to keep getting better once they figure that out.
Dude, oh man, so Quinyon here. I love that he's doing good because I really, really wanted the Colts to draft him. We got Latu instead, and he's been looking good this year, but it's just, man, Quinyon is so
not
good,
Quinyon,
bro. Exactly. Quinyon is so good. I was so mad when we didn't get him because we've had a need for cornerback for years now. I mean, we have Ward, we got Kenny Moore, but now he's banged up. We lost all of our depth. Okay, you see, hey, I'm going to start ranting about the Colts. So,
Speaking of the Colts, though,
let's
next
go
game here, we got Rams 27, Colts 20. I'll let you take this one away.
Okay, so when I watched this game, when I saw how this game went, I'll be honest, I wasn't that mad that we lost because we easily could have just beat a team that me and you both have in our true contenders. We could have won this game.
Man.
We could have won this game. Exactly. We could have won this 34-27. AD Mitchell.
If he had 2 more brain cells, dude, you would have won this game.
Dude, I honestly.
If he had 2 brain cells.
They should have. Yeah. They should have left this guy in LA because he single-handedly cost us that game. I mean, how many Colts players are going to keep doing this where they drop the ball? Like JT did this last year. How do we not learn from this? I honestly, that's the one thing in the NFL I don't understand why players are still doing it. Genty almost did it against the Bears last week. And it's just, I don't know. Bro, just hold on to the ball. And JT's great. I think it was a 53-yard run. Of course, AD was holding. He single-handedly lost us this game. And honestly, I think it's very rare when you can point out one guy and be like, that's the reason you lost that game. But this one, it was easily AD here. And, I mean, Daniel Jones, if this is a floor game from him, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Because he didn't look too bad. He could have had another 80-yard touchdown if, AD held on to that ball there. So it's just, I'm not that mad about it because we looked great against this team. And if you look at our stats here, we had Daniel Jones, 24 for 33, 262, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. JT, quiet day from him, rushing, 17 for 76. I say quiet, but we usually see multiple touchdowns out of this guy. So still a decent day running efficiency-wise, but not what we've been seeing. Tyler Warren even stole one of the rushing touchdowns there. And for receiving, oh man, I don't want to say this guy's name, but he is top of this list. AD Mitchell, 3 for 96. Could have had a lot more if he used those other 2 brain cells. Tyler Warren, 5 for 70. And then right there, that was really it. And on the other side of the ball, we had
Puka Nacua.
Dude,
Come on.
Hey, I went against Stafford and Puka and Pickens in a league, man, and it was brutal. It was so brutal. So Matthew Stafford, great day from him. 29 for 41, 375, 3 touchdowns. Kyron Williams, 13 for 77, and receiving, man. Puka, 13 for 170 and a touchdown. Oh my, dude, he is just.
It's dog,
crazy.
Man.
I passed on him in so many leagues because I was dude. Stafford scared me more. Not Puka.
I took him in my redraft league, and I'm so happy
dude,
I did.
I
didn't even take him with my first pick.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's just, I was so scared of Stafford. Just, we saw all these reports, all these back reports that we're getting about him. That scared me away, I'll be honest. And man, I bet this is the biggest regret for most people, passing on Puka. And it's just, he had another great day. Tutu Atwell, 1 reception, 88 yards, and a touchdown. Game-winning touchdown, which, by the way, we only had 10 players on the field for. So I don't know. I don't know how that happens. This isn't high school. This should not be happening in the NFL. And Devonta Adams didn't do much, but he did get one in, 4 for 56 and a touchdown. What did you take away from this?
Dude, like you said earlier, man, they look good, but I just wanted to add one thing about Matthew Stafford, man. You had every right to be worried about the back problem, but then they cloned him. So, the Matthew Stafford clone, man, I mean.
They should have said that in the preseason, man.
Hashtag McVay lied, Stafford died. Is that what it is? Did you see awesome. Stafford poking fun at that on the McAfee show? That was good, man. He was talking about the game, saying, "Hey, man, my clone's been doing pretty good out there."
He's such a likable guy too, man. I'm happy he's doing Stafford. Good, but I was happy it was this week.
I'm happy he's off the Lions, so I could cheer for him a little more.
Yeah. Dude, he's such a tough player, man. Hey, I'll let you start this next one.
All right, Bears 25, Raiders 24. Bears back at 500, 2-2 on the season. Not a good game offensively, man. We won this game, but it was thanks to our defense, not our running game. Ashton Genty, 21 for 138 and a touchdown. And if you thought that Ashton Genty's breakout game wasn't going to be against the Chicago Bears, I don't know what you were thinking. I saw this coming from a mile away. We have a horrible run defense, and against the bad O-line, the running back's going to win that one every time. Meanwhile, on our side, DeAndre Swift averaged 2.7 a carry. Caleb Williams,
got in the end zone.
Not the best game. Hey, Swift did get in the end zone, the game-winning touchdown at that. But Caleb Williams, not a good game, not a bad game. 22 of 37, 212, touchdown and a pick. The one pick was Max Crosby just being an absolute animal, batting the play and intercepting it. Roma Dunze, there's three things certain in life: death, taxes, and Roma Dunze scoring touchdowns for the Bears. 4 for 69 and a touchdown, another touchdown. Outside of that, pretty quiet from the rest of the receiving room, except for Cole Kmet. He was quiet, or he was loud for all the wrong reasons. Yeah. This guy had one of the worst games I have ever seen in a Bears jersey. 9 targets, 3 receptions, 46 yards. Crucial drop. Was flagged like 50 times, it felt like, in this game, man. He just couldn't get his head out of his ass. It was so hard to watch. And to me, we've got a bye week. Loveland's going to be healthy. If we don't come into this next game with Loveland getting the majority of the snaps, I don't know what we're doing. But then we get to the defensive side of the ball. Kevin Byard turning back the clock, man. I believe he had 2 interceptions in this one. Stevenson with another. I believe it was 3 total, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Tyreek Stevenson, man. I'm so proud of this guy. I'm so happy for him because he has turned the talk around about him, man. Because he started off this season poor, but these last 2 weeks with no Jalen Johnson, he has stepped up. He realized that there was some shoes to fill, and he's doing a good job at filling them. We're still missing T.J. Edwards, Kyler Gordon. We're gonna come back out the bye healthy, but yeah, good game defensively. Not much to be happy for offensively outside of the usual in Roma Dunze, but we did run a fake flea flicker, which was cool before someone held again. So
perfect way to say that. But yeah, I mean, like we said, Roma Dunze, I've been saying this since episode 1. He is just by far the best receiving option on this team. It seems to be the one player truly benefiting from Ben Johnson. And on the other side of the ball, man, brutal for Geno Smith. 14 for 21, 117, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. We already talked about Genty. Had 3 total touchdowns, rushed 21 carries for 138 yards. And honestly, I mean, the receiving room, other than that, was very quiet. So, I mean, let's just get right into this next one. Because this one, honestly, I feel like, did we both pick the Ravens to win last week?
We did. I did not see this game coming. I didn't realize. I knew the Ravens defense was bad, man. I knew Zach Orr was a bad defensive coordinator. I didn't know it was this bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you just said that perfectly. It's just, man, it was, Chiefs killed them. Chiefs won the game 37-20. I mean, Lamar, we saw he got injured. We talked about it earlier. Should be out 2 to 3 weeks. But, man, we saw, I hate to say vintage, but because he's still in his prime, I think. But Mahomes, he went crazy, man. 25 for 37.
Insane.
270 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Rushing, they cannot figure it out. And I think Smith, what is it, Brashard? Brashard, right?
Yep, Brashard Smith.
Brashard Smith. They need to get this guy more involved because Kareem Hunt should be in a retirement home. Pacheco just sadly cannot figure it out. They had nothing rushing-wise. But receiving, Xavier Worthy's back, and he did pretty solid. He led this room this week. 5 receptions for 83 yards. Travis Kelce, honestly, with no Rashee Rice, I thought he was really going to step it up until Rashee came back, but he really hasn't done anything crazy. And Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith both came down with some receiving touchdowns, as well as Tyquan Thornton, which I feel like a couple weeks in a row now that he's gotten one. And Pacheco through the air caught one as well. But it was just good performance from Mahomes. It was fun to watch him do this because we haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, and hey, man, look what Xavier Worthy being back did for him. I really underestimated Worthy's value to this team because not only did he lead the team in receiving, he led the team in rushing yards as well.
Yeah.
So, we're getting closer and closer to Rashee Rice coming back, and this team's just going to keep picking it up. I think this is going to be the game that swings momentum for the Chiefs, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I agree. And really, just on the other side of the ball, there really isn't. Really, I'm not even nothing really to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about here.
Very, very disappointing day from the Ravens. Their defense, which, like we said earlier, we thought were going to be a lot better than this. But honestly, there's really not much to talk about with these Ravens. Let's get into our last recap, and that was a great game. Fortunately, ended in a tie, which I don't know why we still have ties in 2025. But the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys, 40-40 tie. Jordan Love, man, this guy looked so good. 31 for 43, 337, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Rushing, Josh Jacobs, great day, 22 for 86 and 2 touchdowns. And receiving, he was still their leading receiver as well. 4 receptions for 71 yards. But then you had Romeo Doubs, man. 6 for 58 and 3 touchdowns. I feel like he has like 1 or 2 games a year where he does this, and this was one of them. So it was very fun to watch from Green Bay's side. And on the other side, Dak Prescott, very good game as well. 31 for 40, 319, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Javonte Williams is really looking good, which honestly I feel like is shocking a lot of people. 20 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. And George Pickens, man, 8 receptions, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns. A fantastic day from him. And a PPR monster here, Jake Ferguson, 7 receptions, 40 yards, and a touchdown. It was so unfortunate that we couldn't see a winner for this game.
I've got 3 points I want to hit on this one. And first of all, Romeo Doubs, I hate you because I have Tucker Kraft in fantasy.
Oh, no.
He had 2 touchdowns taken away from him that would have won me my matchup. And instead, I have to listen to my friend brag about his win because he had Josh Jacobs.
Dude, that is brutal.
That's annoying.
Literally got tackled like the
Williams.
1 foot line every
twice
time, bro.
Twice. But Javonte Williams, man, I really thought this was going to be the week where we saw Javonte Williams come back down to earth against a good defense. But him still averaging 4.3 a carry tells me he's the real deal, man. He's back. So that's nice to see for him. But last thing, ties in the NFL. I am a huge, soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, fan, Premier League. And draws / ties, they work for soccer, man. They make sense because soccer does not go off of a complete win-loss system. They work on a point system. So draws still matter more, right? You got to win for 3 points, a draw for a point. You get nothing for a loss. So it makes sense to have a draw. Football, it makes 0 sense. All it does is complicate things when it comes down to playoff times because someone has a draw. Why don't we? It is 2025. Why is the NFL so behind in overtime? Why have they not adapted the college rules for overtime? Make them go at it until we have a winner. You only play 17 games a year, man. If you can't do 3 extra plays,
dude, especially in a game like this, man. This was such a 40-40
barn burner.
Dude, it's not
Sunday
like
night.
This was 20-20. Like, this was a fantastic game from both of these offenses, and it ends up in a tie. I agree, man. It's crazy that these rules haven't changed. They focus so much on the kickoff. I feel like they should focus some of that into these overtime rules.
For real. Last thing we got for the pod today, NFL Pick Ems. Before we get into our Pick Ems for week 5 of action, keep in mind it's a bye week. We got 2 less games this week. We only got 14 games. Last week, we both went 9-6-1, counting the tie. So, Harry, you're still in the lead here. 44-19-1. I'm sitting at 40-23-1. This is the week where I take the crown back, baby. I'm coming for that crown. So I'll start things off here if you'd like.
Yep.
So we got week 5 NFL Pick'ems. We got Niners at Rams Thursday Night Football. Give me the Rams. Vikings and Browns in London. I think the Vikings bounce back here. Give me the Vikings. Cowboys Jets. Give me Dak and the Cowboys. Giants and Saints. It's Jackson Dart season. Give me the Giants here to win 2 in a row. Colts and Raiders. Geno Smith still quarterback. Give me the Colts. Dolphins Panthers. Hey, give me Bryce Young and the Panthers at home. I will never pick the Dolphins. I'm not a fan of the Dolphins. I think they're garbage. I think that's a poorly run team, a poorly coached team. Tyreek's out. Tua's still the quarterback. Give me the Panthers. Broncos Eagles. Huge Broncos guy, but give me the Eagles. Texans Ravens. No Lamar. No Roquan Smith. No Madubuike. Give me the Texans to get things right here. Cardinals Titans. Give me Kyler and the Cardinals. Buccaneers Seahawks. You know I'm not a believer in the Seahawks. Give me Baker and the Bucks. Lions at Bengals. Bengals fans, I'm so sorry for what you're going to have to witness. Dude. It shouldn't be legal what's going to happen to the Bengals. Commanders, Chargers. If Jaden Daniels plays, which I'm assuming he does, give me the Commanders. Chargers take 2 losses in a row. Patriots, Bills, close one, but give me the Bills. Chiefs, Jaguars, another close one, but I think the Chiefs have landed on the other side of momentum, and things are going to go their way. Give me the Chiefs.
Give me one upset of the week. What is it?
Upset of the week. Oh, it's hard because Texans Ravens is no longer an actual upset here.
Yep.
So if I had to pick one, I mean, is Panthers Dolphins an upset or no? Because that's one of my picks. So if I had to choose one that I didn't choose, Browns over Vikings, man, it's screaming upset to me. Where Dylan Gabriel may be starting, might be sticking with Flacco, but I think either way in London. Tough defense for Wentz. I think Browns might steal one, but I'm still rocking with the Vikings.
I love that. That's a very good pick. Now, let's see, man. Let's get into my Week 5 pick'ems. So, Thursday Night Football, 49ers versus the Rams. Give me the Rams. Vikings versus the Browns. I'm taking the Vikings here. Texans versus Ravens. I agree with you, man. I think the Ravens are just losing too much people. Give me the Texans. Dolphins versus Panthers. Give me the Panthers. Raiders versus Colts. Give me the Colts. Now, this is my upset of the week. The Giants versus the Saints. Give me the Saints at home against the Giants.
Ain't no way.
Dude.
Continue. We'll talk about it after. Continue.
This is my upset pick of the week. Cowboys versus Jets. We also disagreed here. I'm going with the Jets for this one. Broncos versus the Eagles. I like the Broncos, but at the end of the day, the Eagles are just too strong of a team. I'm choosing the Eagles. Titans versus Cardinals. I mean, I really don't like the Cardinals, but the Titans somehow look worse. Give me the Cardinals. Bucks versus Seahawks. Give me the Bucks. Lions versus Bengals. I'm taking the Lions. It's going to be brutal for those Bengals. And honestly, I don't know if Cincinnati has a team in the MLB playoffs. I don't follow baseball, but if they do, man, do not watch that game.
They do.
Do not watch that game because that is going to be brutal. Commanders versus the Chargers. We disagreed here too, man. I think the Chargers bounce back. I'm taking the Chargers there. Patriots versus Bills. This was almost one of my upset because the Patriots always do play these Bills close, and they do come out with some wins sometimes, but in Buffalo, give me the Bills. And Chiefs versus Jaguars. I'm a Jaguars hater. Give me the Chiefs.
All right, so there's one game I want to talk about here. We're gonna go a little quicker through these games because of the time. Yes. But the one we're going in depth on here, what the hell are you smoking? For you to take the New Orleans Saints to win a football game in 2025.
Dude.
Come on.
Dude, you want to know, man? And there's not really, I'll be honest, there's not really that much logic. I just had a feeling, man. I was just looking at these games, and I'm like, no Malik Neighbors? they got Cam Scadaboo, the human CTE machine already, and it's just, I really think I was looking at these Saints schedules. Hey, by the way, the Saints are favored to win that game. So is that even
Are
an
you
upset
for real?
of the week? Yeah, minus 124. The Giants are plus 106.
Get out of here.
Yeah, dude, that's I guess not even an upset, but for most in the NFL eyes, I think that's a pretty upset of a pick. It's just, I really do think, I was just looking at their schedule. I think this could be the possibly one or two wins of the year they pull out, and it's just against a Malik neighborless Giants. I'm scared, man. I'm scared for the Giants.
Dude, I can't see it, man. I can't see it. I think Jackson Dart behind Cam Scadaboo on all fours is going to mount him like a lion and run right through that New Orleans Saints defense.
Dude,
throw it all over him. 400 yards. No, not 400 yards, but I just can't see the Saints winning a football game, man. It's so hard to see, but we'll go on to the next game.
I agree, man. It's just, I just needed to pick one Saints week this week, or this whole year. And honestly, I really do think this one might be it. And there was another one, a game I want to talk about, because I know we got to get through these. You had the Cowboys. I picked the Jets in that one. I think it's going to be...
Really?
Dude, I think Fields is about to run for 400 yards against this defense. I really do. And I think they're going to do enough to pull it out at the end of the game.
I agree that Fields is going to run for 400 yards, but at the end of the day, he's going to have to try and throw the football, and I don't think that's going to go so well, man. Week one, he looked so good against the Steelers.
Yeah.
And in the 1.5 to, games that we've seen, it looks like he's back as a rookie. He's regressed as a thrower. He looks scared to let go of the football. And I think coming off of a 40-40 tie with a team that many, including you, were calling Super Bowl contenders, the Cowboys got some momentum, man. I think they're going to capitalize. I think Dak realized, hey, I've got George Pickens as my wide receiver one while CeeDee's out. This guy's talented at football.
Yep.
I'm just going to throw it up to him. He's down there somewhere, right?
Yep.
And again, Sauce got mossed by Darren Waller. He's going to get destroyed by George Pickens if they line up in a jump ball. So
I think,
give me the Cowboys in that.
Let me see. I think we had one other big difference here. Which one was it before these dogs start going?
See.
The Chargers. You had the
Commanders. Chargers. Yep.
Who did you have?
I have the Commanders. You have the
Chargers.
Chargers.
I marked it wrong. Okay, yeah, I marked it wrong. Yes, that game. So my reason on that, I just really think that the Chargers bounce back after a very disappointing game against the Giants. And I really do think if Jaden is there, I think that's going to be a very, very fun game to watch. But I really do believe that Chargers offense will do enough to win this game, even though they are missing some pieces on defense.
Oh, man, I don't know. I think this is going to be a very, very competitive game.
Yeah.
I don't know what the spread is, but I would take whoever's the underdog, which I'm assuming the Commanders, to cover the spread if it's at like 3.5.
2.5.
Just because 2.5, yeah. I would probably take an alternate spread here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
Give me the 3.5. I like the even amount, field goal and touchdown spreads. So I would take Commanders to cover at 3.5. The odds probably aren't much worse. I just think this is gonna be so competitive, and if Jaden Daniels is playing, which it looks like it is, it looks like we're probably not having Terry McLaurin though.
Yeah.
But I think even if without McLaurin, I think the Commanders are going to make this a hell of a game. And my gut said Chargers, but for some reason my brain's telling me to trust the Commanders here. They're 2-2. I think they're going to get some momentum if Daniels plays. They're going to get some spirits up, and they're going to win that one.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just Zach Ertz, too. I'll give it to him, man. He's an old man, but he still looks good. Dude, he still looks good, man. I think that was, let me see, I'm looking through. I think that was the last
That was the last one we had different. We were the same on everything else. So one last thing before we wrap it up here. I do want to say, NFL hot takes. I'm talking to you listening to this video right now. We want to do them next week, so you better leave your NFL hot takes. What's your spicy take that you got for Week 5 of NFL action? Whether this is after all the games or heading into Week 6, whatever you want it to be, let us know your hot takes down below. We want to review them on next week's episode. So, Harry, is there anything else you wanted to add here today?
Dude, I was literally just gonna call out more hot takes, man. We love reacting to them, even if some of them are insane. We will still talk about them. So just leave them below, and we will definitely be sure to read them next week.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in as usual on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you're listening, and we will see you guys next week.